what's going on. Well, I'm definitely confusing the shit out of myself, that's for sure. But at least the audio is working. That's great. It's exciting. Um, God, I'm sorry. So here's the deal. The reason why I'm struggling so much right now is because we have just switched over to Streamlabs, which has a lot more versatility, and I can use a bunch of different stuff. I guess you are. Oh, right. Well, I guess you're also seeing that we have the amazing magic spinning wheel of haunted shit. So if anybody, basically, if you are in the chat, if you request me to spin the wheel, I will spin the wheel. We have lots of options on our wheel. We have a cursed item. We have demon doll. We have a choice, my choice. We can do a choice from the chat, and of course, classic haunted doll. Um, I wish I could have some music to back me up here. We have some great tunes by Brian Sangmeister. Um, but I feel like I'm having trouble with the mixing of it, which is frustrating because I was doing okay before. I also let's try Perennial Twilight. Nope, I guess I can't hear it. Can you hear it? Oh. All right, I think we've got a little bit of background music. That's good. All right, sorry for a rocky start. Hello, and welcome. It is 9:06, and you're in time for the Haunted Doll Mall, an official meeting of the Lost Signal Society. This is where we go through a variety of haunted dolls. I'm going to actually hide our spinning wheel. Um, and we're just going to start by... actually, we have some... usually we try to start with some haunted doll news. Very exciting. We actually have some user-submitted haunted dolls. That's right. We had friends of the show submit their creepy dolls. So these are not dolls from the wild. These are actual haunted dolls from friends who have heard. You know, I tell my friends that I'm doing this, and they're like, "Oh, weird," because I happen to have a doll that I think is haunted or is allegedly haunted. So the first up is a haunted doll from my friend Steph. Steph, she feels that she saw this doll and she said it is for sure haunted. When you're near it, you get terrible vibes. Um, Gonna get out of here. Yep, this is thrilling stuff, guys. So yeah, this is our haunted doll from Steph. Steph saw this haunted doll while she was at an antique store. She was in Phoenix. She went there for sort of like a spiritual journey, um, and she was hunting around an antique store, and lo and behold, this little doll was looking at her from atop a Sears and Roebuck catalog. It's kind of funny. I definitely feel like I am getting some haunted vibes from this doll. One of the things that I'm starting to think about as I move forward is that, like, maybe I should be grading, with the help of anybody who comes through the chat, sort of just like rating these haunted dolls. And under different criteria. There should be different criteria by which we look at the haunted dolls, and I think that that part of it is going to be obviously the doll itself, but then also like the story. I feel like is something it's worth talking about or rating it on. I feel like between 1 and 5 is a good range. But I'm really open to any ideas about the ways in which we can like structure we can get these haunted dolls. All right. So I feel like maybe this haunted doll is haunted by the spirit of a little pioneer girl who probably, she's wandering around. She's trying to catch. Oop. It's fine, I'm back. I'm gonna figure out how to make that stop. God, this must be frustrating. This sucks. This must be, but like, it's very difficult to learn something while doing it. Like, I can't really practice for going live. I just have to do it and I'll get better at it. So, definitely getting pioneer vibes from this doll. I think also maybe... Don't you feel like she has like wandered? She's like, they're there on their, like, their wagon train is moving through like a very high field of wheat. And she sort of just like goes off on her own. Maybe they're having lunch. And she just gets like eaten by a pack of coyotes or something. And then that spirit ends up in that doll in Phoenix. Now, not to say that that doll is like pioneer old, but you'll see as we go through the haunted dolls of eBay, we do find that a spirit will often move, according to haunted doll lore, from doll to doll. So you could have a very modern doll with a very old spirit inside of it. These are just the rules of haunted dolls. I don't make them. It's just the way it is. As you start reading hundreds of different eBay listings for haunted dolls, you kind of start to parse out the haunted doll mythology, which is really exciting. If at any time anyone wants to spin the wheel, you just let us know in the chat. So next up, I have our second friend of the show submitted haunted doll. This haunted doll comes from my friend Izzy, who is a writer and a director. It is obviously terrifying. It was acquired by her roommate. Izzy is a very fun person, but definitely has... Actually, what's so funny, my mother has that candlestick. I'm getting real death metal vibes from this doll. The painted face, the chains, the impractical clothing. Yeah, definite black metal adjacent. Or maybe just a really goth interpretation of Marley from Scrooge. We may never know. Izzy didn't give me much to go on here with this haunted doll other than you shouldn't fuck with it. I actually, I feel like maybe this doll isn't haunted. Maybe this doll just looks like it's haunted. But maybe for longtime watchers of the show, by that I mean I hope no one, when I first started doing this, we found a bunch of dolls that were on eBay that were possessed on purpose, that a group of black magicians had done a bunch of rituals with a series of dolls to attempt to get the spirit of a demon or something into the doll, and then we're selling that doll online, which really, I mean, what is the haunted doll market but a specific kind of commodities market, really, right? That being said, Satanists, black magicians, love you guys, but nobody has ever made something rebellious into bureaucracy faster than y'all. It is, that's right, I am starting beef with the Satanists here on the Haunted Doll Mall. All right. You know, guys, I was really hoping somebody would ask. I should probably have a better background than this, right? Like, I'm sorry. But I was gonna wait for somebody to ask to spin the wheel. But no one's asking to spin the wheel. Also, look, guys, I know how to put a stinger in now. Ready? Whoa. Isn't that fun? That was really fun. Whoa. Here we go. Oh my god, I'm such a nerd. What if that was the whole show? It was just me doing this. That could be it. It could be something special. Very easily amused. I think the kaleidoscope one is a little much, but you know, I'm just fucking around learning how it goes. All right. Let's do this. Let's get eBay open. Let's spin the wheel. And let's look for some haunted shit. Are you ready? Because I am. Ready to ghost hunt digitally. If you've had any experience with haunted dolls, let us know in the chat, or you can catch up with us on social media, wherever fine books are sold. Oh my god, I'm laughing at my own jokes. Pretty pathetic. All right, wow, look at my past searches. My algorithm, by the way, my eBay algorithm is permanently fucked now. Thank you. Great. So, we are going to spin that wheel. Hey, it works. Okay. Haunted doll. Okay, well, that is fine. We can certainly, wait, is there no music when I go to this one? Okay, there's no music when I go to this one, I think. I'm working all this out, guys. I'm by myself. I'm gonna get rid of this tip jar. I have a tip jar now, guys. It's pretty silly because I don't think anyone is going to follow or do anything during these broadcasts, but it exists. I learned how to do it. All right, cool. We've cleared things up. All right, we've got a haunted doll. We're going to look for one right now. It is time. Andiamo. So many to choose from. Oh, look. Is this just a bag of cocaine? Whoa. Is it just a picture of a werewolf? Okay. You know what? Listen. I know the almighty spinny wheel told me I needed to do a haunted doll, but this is too weird not to explore here. 50 grams of corpse powder. Witch Skinwalker Extreme Dark Worship free shipping. This sale is for one 50-gram packet of corpse powder as shown. Free shipping. Corpse powder, also known as corpse poison, is reputedly derived from the remains of a dead human body and used by Navajo witches. Okay. Navajo witches. It's a powerful instrument. Okay, wait a second. Here's the thing, though, is that if it's Navajo, then it's not voodoo, right? Like, it's two different belief systems. The sale of this item is restricted to adults over the age of 18 only. Is this the Skinwalker, the wolf here? It is not a toy, but a powerful instrument of magic and voodoo. Please use it wisely. You must understand how to use this item before purchasing, and I'm unable to give instructions in its use. Legal note, as required by eBay, items are sold for entertainment purposes only. This is a private sale, and no one can see the buyer's identity. I don't know, man. This looks like lye ash to me. It's just a picture of a dead body. A mummified. Looks like a bog body. Is that even a person? It kind of looks like it has. It's got cat. It's a cat. Oh, it doesn't say what kind of corpse is it. Does it? Mm-hmm. It's how they get you. Okay, let's do haunted dolls. You know, guys, this is a new haunted doll. That's exciting. Definitely haven't seen this one before. Okay. So let's take a look here. All right, over to Zoom. Okay, we've only got 3 pictures. So the description is a haunted doll, active. Ivan and Emilio, fun tricksters. So this is a bargain because here in this situation, you actually have two spirits in one vessel, which appears to be heavily stained. So like the extra ghost will make up for the heavy stain situation, which is great, very exciting. Let's take a peruse here. I can read you a little bit about this haunted doll in particular. Oh my god. Oh, it's a beautiful one. Mwah. Here, enjoy. My eBay has been dormant for a few months now. I am a spirit foster and a psychic medium. But I fell on hard times and lost my apartment after a bad car accident. I have at least 200 spirited dolls. I feel bad as they're in storage, and I will begin posting them as I bring them into my hotel room. Descriptions, stories may be brief, but I have plenty of proof on other groups and media that you can look at. Just ask. I also practice magic. Some will want to go with someone who does this as well, which means some of the dolls in her collection, these spirited dolls. Things that you should expect by welcoming one of my dolls into your house are as little as flickering lights, unexplained sounds, and movement. Many of them make orbs on request. Now, an orb is allegedly when you see a ball of light that moves in front of a camera. Most often when people see orbs when they're ghost hunting, what you're actually getting is light that's refracting off of insects or dust. Listen, if someone got a photo of ball lightning, that's one thing, but I'm going to say like 99.9% of photos of orbs are insects or dust. But if this dirty clown, you know what's weird? I had this clown doll as a kid. It had the snap and the button and the zipper and the shoe. Who did I have it? Or did maybe one of my cousins? I have 13 cousins, so there was a lot of, and that we all lived very nearby one another. So there was a lot of time spent. Anyway, I digress. I get it. I'm letting it get away from me. All right. Also, whoever you are, this one person who's watching, thank you. Thank you for bearing with the fact that apparently our intro video had no sound. As I said before, have just moved myself over to Streamlabs, so I'm basically recreating my own setup from scratch. Kind of learning this new software as I go. But we have a lot of benefits, like we get to do the magic wheel. And this tip jar. Whoa. Here, you want to see what happens when something goes into the tip jar? It's pretty great. If you were to say, I don't know, follow this account, this is what would happen. And wouldn't that be exciting? For all of us. Look at that. Dink, dink, dink. So much fun. Look, and it's your avatar. Oh, by the way, this is a show about haunted dolls. If you're just tuning in, where we go on eBay and we look at the best that haunted dolls have to offer. I've recently also discovered that there are haunted dolls available on Facebook Marketplace. So it's a whole nother world of haunted dolls that we have to explore. So let's get back to this dirty clown. So apparently these many of these dolls can make orbs on request. You can see some other dolls nearby. Here are other things that could happen if you bring a dirty clown into your home. You could experience something as extreme as having shadows. Seems like that happens without ghosts. Hearing voices, objects moving on their own. Of course, they use the wrong there. Sorry. All can be scary and unsettling if you haven't witnessed them before. Many have information that comes from channeling or may be able to hear them, but they will respond using a K2, cat balls, pendulum, candle, or smoke work. I don't use a Ouija board, but some may be willing. Some listings have a K2 picture. A K2 picture or a K2 meter is used by people who hunt ghosts, apparently to measure changes in the electromagnetic fields. I don't know. It's like if there were ghosts, would they really communicate through something like that? Who knows? Please keep in mind that there are still people who have this. These are people, and they have emotions as we do. Bad vibes or creepy is a sign that they're just upset. These dolls are all positive companions unless stated otherwise. This doll has 2 young boys attached. Here we go. This is the meat. This is what we're looking for. Unsure exact ages of the 2 boys, but they're under 10. Emilio and Ivan were Romanian and knew each other in life. They say they died in a bombing. They're positive but enjoy pranks. It's hard to get a straight or consistent answer from them at times, so please have patience if you choose to welcome them home. So that is definitely... so many dead children inside of these dolls. You would think that sometimes a ghost would, possess a doll that was an adult, but no, it's just mostly dead kids. All right, we are gonna bring back the wheel. There it is. And let's give that wheel a spin. I still have work tabs open, and that feels wrong. Here we go. Round and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. Oh boy. Well, this is probably not going to work. This is, we spun it, and it's the chat's choice. So it says that there's one person watching. So if you're watching and you would like to choose something for us to look at on eBay, you can. But I am assuming that you're not going to because you are probably a bot. So, let's spin again. How about that? That seems like the best. Demon doll. Okay, this is exciting. Alright, so it's time to look for a demon doll. Metaphysical items. We're really sticking to that second. This doll is haunted by a demon named Xerix. She is one of interesting vessels I've ever had. Originally got her from another collector who was absolutely terrified of this doll. He claims the vessel belongs to a demon and moves constantly. Very active, not a toy. I think we can do better. I feel like maybe what we really need to do is we need to do... Oh, this $18,000 doll is back up for sale. This doll is crazy. It kind of goes away and comes back because the listing expires, because obviously nobody is interested in paying that much. There's only 2 pictures. If I recall, he claims that the shadow behind here, oh, you can't see that. This shadow, I'm gonna get rid of the spinning wheel of doodly-doo. Right here, it's right behind her. See right to her right, that is, oh yeah, that was not there when he took the picture. And if that wasn't enough, the story says that this doll, it's just such a beautiful, it's just such a beautifully crafted reasoning for having the doll be $18,000. I think that's the beauty of it here, is because you're thinking, like, why would this doll be $18,000? And the reason is because of the following. I had just bought a new house when I found this doll in the attic. I love creepy items. So I was actually just excited to display it and watch people's reactions to it. 2 years passed without anything unusual happening. However, recently I have been seeing a menacing shadow walking around my house, and I have also noticed some kind of liquid leaking from this doll's mouth. Sometimes it leaves entire puddles. What? The liquid is very foul smelling, but foul is spelled F-O-W-L, like a duck. And I have to keep the doll in another room. I wanted to sell this doll for a lower price, but I'm fearful for my life, because if I were to when I tried to do that, I woke up with cuts all over my body. Then I put it up with the new price being $18,000, and I didn't have any new cuts. If you look at the second picture, you can actually see the menacing shadow I mentioned quite clearly. You can see that the doll is the one casting that shadow. My entire body felt so cold after taking that picture. This shadow will cause your body to feel cold as well as it walks around. And then in all caps, do not buy if you have children or pets. This is a very dangerous creature, and I am not responsible. That's how it's spelled. For anything that may happen to you or your loved ones. I mean, is it like an Elizabeth Taylor doll, I guess, or something? I don't know. I like the 2-year gap, and then suddenly it goes haywire. That is definitely unique. All right. So, with that great demon doll, let's spin the wheel again. Okay. Here we go. Spin the wheel. And haunted doll. So this is just a regular old haunted doll. I think it would be interesting if we go for, this is obviously the most haunted demonic doll, but let's do the cheapest haunted doll, huh? What's the cheapest haunted doll on eBay right now? Wow. Now there are 4 days left on this, but I feel like this maybe looks like it's worth examining. If you're just joining us, this is a meeting of the Lost Signal Society, and right now we're in the midst of the Haunted Doll Mall, where we explore the metaphysical section of eBay and check out all of the weirdness that it has to offer. There is a vibrant community of people who sell haunted dolls to each other, and often each of these ads for a haunted doll will have a very significant story explaining the background of the haunted doll. And often these can be very entertaining. Sometimes they're very short, sometimes they're a bit longer. And we start to get to know the sellers of these items. Now, this haunted doll, we're also kind of figuring out what our protocols are for evaluating these haunted dolls, right? Like, we need, I feel like, a more strict and structured way of rating them, maybe on a scale of 1 to 5. I have several sections, maybe kind of using the figure skating system for them. Right now we have a haunted vintage 1962 Unita doll. Right now it's on sale for $2. And the thing is that for $2, I mean, first of all, the doll, I think, gets... I'm going to give it a 3 on the creepy scale, you know? I do appreciate that they have a lot of photos. That's really helpful. What I don't love is that there isn't really a good, there's not a good story behind her. I also like this person apparently collects stamps. Wow, apparently we have to see the doll naked. Her arms are broken. She was in the attic since 1970s. That's where I found her. I want her out ASAP. So I don't know. I'm not sure. That doesn't really feel like a great. I don't feel like that's enough reason. It's enough story. Let's see. What about this mischievous little creature, huh? Now, there's not just haunted dolls on eBay. There's pretty much haunted everything. Like, I at one point found a haunted spoon. But there are items like this bear. Happy Mischievous. It says please read, so I feel like it's going to be a good tale here. Alright, so we're just rolling on through. Ugh, guys. Mwah. What, I feel like we have a nice meaty one here. Strap in, motherfuckers. Haunted. Active paranormal 9-inch teddy bear from Precious Moments. His tag reads, name is Precious. Birth month is June and gemstone is pearl. This adorable little guy was purchased at an estate sale in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We came upon it while we were visiting the city, and along with the occult stores that we visit, we wanted to check it out. A sad event for the family. This had been their childhood home, and as I personally know, they had to sell off everything, which was very emotional for them. They were very happy to share many stories about their mom, who had passed, and had brought for the grandchildren. Ooh, that's a millimeter, and I don't know what 3.4 is. I guess that means super haunted, which is good to know. Sorry. Okay, so adorable little guy. Her bears and dolls were her favorite. Nothing expensive. Oh, sorry. Along with the stories were some of the toys still inside that she has bought for her grandchildren to play with and for her own collection. The bears and the dolls were her favorite. Each had a name and a story. Precious sat on a chair in her TV room and shared the evenings with her after their father had passed, along with some other friends, both stuffed and porcelain. So this woman is a widow and she's sitting in a room full of dolls. Creepy. He would hide items on their mom, and she would have to look to find them in other rooms. It kept their mom happy and active, even when the family visited. Sometimes their keys would go missing as they were leaving. He was a friendly trickster whom they all acknowledged. When we brought the item home we purchased, we separated them as to not to have any other interference with the items when we communicated. Precious seemed to bring calm and happiness to the atmosphere. We let him sit overnight. And in the morning, my son's keys were in a different room. My cell phone moved from one end of the table to the other and unplugged from the charger. The remote for the TV in the kitchen ended up in the pantry, and the coffee mugs were at the other end of the counter. Throughout the day, we seemed to find the same things happening. Movement had being seen out of the corner of our eyes, items being moved, and a faint floral smell. So just to recap, they go to Pennsylvania, they go to an estate sale. This woman says, like, wow, our mom loved dolls and stuff. This doll, this tiny 9-inch bear, Precious Moments bear with the tag on, she used to sit next to it on the couch all the time, and it would move stuff on her. And it was great because it kept my mom active, and that's partially why she lived such a great long life. So, like, this teddy bear and her, don't you feel like they may have had like a Ghost in Mrs. Mirror kind of situation going, maybe? I don't know. I'm about to disappear, and now I'm probably back. Alright, cool. Throughout the day, things seemed to be happening, but our dog seemed to like him and continued to check in. Our equipment responded with him immediately. Although the Mel meter started low, it progressively rose up to 3.1, and the K2 would jump from yellow to orange back down to green. The REM pod was sporadic with lighting up. If anybody knows what a REM pod is, please let me know in the chat. With an occasional beep. And with the spirit box, we did get a few answers. We asked Precious if he was a man or a woman. Thinking it was a he, we were still unsure. The answer sounded like ma'am, but could have been man. After multiple times, we never got another answer, and we're unsure, so we just call him Precious. Her name. Okay. We asked if he was moving things and got a did. The tone that comes through is pleasant, and we never got any interference with any type of malicious tones. He's one that stays up in our living area among us, and although we don't pull the equipment out time to time, he lets us know he's with it, with that faint floral scent and the items being moved. I do start my bidding at just above the cost of what I paid for my items as to cover the cost of selling, because I don't believe in hiking them up. The bidding is your decision, and rehoming the items is my goal. If for some reason payment can't be made within the first 3 days, please contact me and let me know. I don't mind waiting. Otherwise, I will assume that you changed your mind and will relist the item. Our family has been doing paranormal investigations for 13 years. From Eastern State Prison, which is a abandoned prison in Massachusetts, I think, or Pennsylvania, Salem, Massachusetts, Penhurst Asylum, Gettysburg, PA, plus many more locations. We've collected many haunted items over the past 9 years, and although at this point I do feel personally attached to them, we need to make room for more of our new acquisitions. I hope they'll be going to a good new home with someone who will treat them with the respect that they deserve. You know, there's a lot of questions that arise in the extended haunted doll universe, right? Like, if you think about it, if you think that this doll contains the spirit of like a human, wouldn't you like, would you like, is selling it right? Shouldn't you just give it away? I don't know. Oh, that's right. I was gonna play you some stuff, but you can't hear anything that I play. You can only see it, as I'm figuring out. If you're just joining us, this is Lost Signal Society, and we are doing a deep dive into the haunted dolls of eBay. There are thousands of haunted dolls and haunted items in the metaphysical section of eBay, ripe for the picking, really. We also have a new thing where we are able to spin the wheel of weird shit. Um, and oof. So let's give it a whirl, huh? Okay. Ah, it is the chat's choice. Yes, an ambitious segment of the pie for sure, because that assumes that someone would ever be in the chat, which they're not. So we are going to do whatever I want, I guess, unless somebody wants to jump in there with a suggestion or a thought, a haunted pillowcase, haunted barbecue tongs. You'd be surprised what I can find. We also have Facebook Marketplace at our disposal here. Okay, that's great. That's great. You know, I'm just going to spin again. Why not? Host choice. Yep. That's pretty much what it all is. You know, I just like spinning the wheel. No one's here, right? So I might as well just spin the fucking wheel. Oh, host choice again. Great. Oh, this is, I gotta tell you, the novelty for this is really wearing off. Demon doll. Okay. Just a demon doll. Just a demon doll. Remember, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, you can follow and find out when I go live. I should go live at other times too, probably. Maybe someday in the morning. Who knows? It's all possible. Welcome. Let's take a little browse here. Now, there are, I honestly, let's just see. Oh, Ouija boards. Wow, just the planchette for the original Ouija board is $82. I mean, I guess that makes sense, right? I mean, it's pretty fancy. I have the official supernatural Ouija board. It would be really great if it was also haunted. You know, we should have a Ouija board. Is there a digital Ouija board? Oh, I think we've lost our tunes. The wonderful Brian Sangmeister has allowed us to use his music for this program this evening. So we thank him for that. All right. Here we go. This is fun. All right, so let's do a little digital Ouija board. All right. Oh, I get it. Ask your question first. Okay, what's my question? It's will anyone ever watch this show? Let's ask. All right. The response is no. No one will watch this show. This is. Okay. All right, let's ask it some other questions. Where is the treasure? SOMEP I don't even think that was an L, really. It's not even getting over. It's just like, it's just, I want someplace. Someplace near. Someplace new. Okay. Where? I bet it is. I bet it's just based on the first question that you ask. Okay. What? C A N N cannot tell. All right. This is dumb. Is there... Ooh, this 60s Ouija board is really nice, actually. Board is in excellent condition. Parker Brothers, Salem, Mass. Ooh. Gonna add that to my watch list. I don't care about the box. People get real box horny, but I don't give a shit. Has this devolved into me shopping for Ouija boards? Maybe. What other Ouija boards are there? Alright, we've got a bunch of different types here. Wooden style. Ooh, this is handcrafted. You can just buy the planchette, obviously. This is the one that I had, the glow-in-the-dark one. Or have, actually. It's underneath the glass on this desk that I'm using. Oh my god, here is a Ouija board that is autographed by some ghost hunters. Ooh. This is cool. It looks like somebody maybe made this, but it doesn't look like it comes to the planchette. Looks kind of like it's supposed to be a wall hanging. Handmade resin Ouija board. I don't... Oh, no, god damn it. Nobody needs a fucking steampunk Ouija board. I mean, maybe somebody does, but a Ouija board just, like, never needs gears, you know what I mean? Alright, well, that was a fun diversion that we'll never do again. Let's spin the wheels, motherfucker. Here we go. Host choice. All right. So host choice means that I go into eBay and I look at something that I've been wanting to look for. So I am going to look for a haunted teacup. I am always drinking pots of tea. I've got one right now. This is a delicious cherry tea with some honey in it. No caffeine, because this is a late night show for me and I have things to do tomorrow. Haunted teacup. Ooh. Look at that. Did you mean haunted teacup? Haunted teacup. Ah, yes. Oh, what? Interesting. Okay. Bear with me. So I accidentally added a space between tea and cup. But we have this doll here that looks like she is literally in a teacup, which is real weird. Let's take a little look into what that's all about. Definitely love that there's a lot of pictures. I like that it's described as a teacup spirit. That feels a little bit like maybe it's like a teacup Yorkie or like a very small dog. Like if you want a spirit doll, but you want her to be able to fit in the, you know, if you have a spirit doll and you'd like to bring her on the plane and put her under the front seat, this is the spirit doll for you. And here's a little reading about the history of this doll and all the information you could possibly want. Wow, it is a very small doll. It does have a tiny, adorable straw hat. These next words are from the seller. Thank you so much for looking at my auction. I don't attempt to say that I'm an expert in the paranormal. There is so much to experience and time included in this activity. I've been on many haunted and paranormal searches with people I consider much more experienced than me. Some of the experiences... I'm sorry, that was awful. Some of the experiences I've encountered have been false, unverified, while others have been part of an exciting adventure. Okay. I'm trying to cut to the good part. Welcome to my auction and thank you for looking. This is Molly that I offer to you today. She is from my great aunt's collection. She had about 30 spirit dolls that she displayed in some old teacups around her room. The doll vessel is so small she was afraid that she would lose them, so she put them in a teacup. I'm only going to let a few of these go. I just don't have the time or room for all of these spirits. But let's get back to Molly. I used to have a spirit board to communicate with her. At this time, I've never had a problem with communicating with her. She is quite a dear, and I do enjoy her company. I keep her on the table in my hallways, so I am always telling her good night. Her name is Molly Grind. Her date of birth is November 21st. Her date of death is 1910. Cause of death unknown. This is all stuff that we could actually look into. Father Winston, mother Jane. Likes candy, the smell of candy, candles, and animals. Favorite colors are blue and pink. Wearing a pink and white dress, straw hat, no socks, and no shoes. She comes with her teacup and little blue pillow. Oh, there's the little blue pillow. Molly Grind. And grind is spelt with an E at the end. Molly Grind sounds like a EDM themed stripper, quite frankly. Wow. Well, and that was Molly Grind. You can follow her on OnlyFans. All right, so let's give that wheel another spin and see what weirdness the internet has to offer us. Okay. Once again, this is so it's actually I think I might take it off because it's so depressing that no one will ever have anything to say. I mean, the Ouija board told me that no one was ever going to watch this, so. Oh well. Okay. Just telling people. Okay, sorry about that. Caught a little bit of a cough, but we're good. We have just finished up with the spirit of a doll that lives in a teacup. And we are about to give the wheel of creepy shit on eBay a spin. If you have anything that you'd like to add to the wheel, let us know in the chat. All right, round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Oh, shit. This is one of my favorites. This is when we look for a cursed item. So let's give it a search. Cursed. Let's see. We need to look under psychic paranormal cursed, I think maybe. Great. Beautiful haunted mirror may be cursed. I do actually sort of love this mirror. It is very cool looking. This is definitely something that I would be drawn to in a shop that potentially maybe wasn't there the day before. And then suddenly appeared, and then for some strange reason, like the shopkeeper doesn't take money. He just like, this item has been waiting for you. And then you take it home and you find out that it's in fact a monkey's paw type situation, and everything you wish for on the cursed mirror comes true in a horrible way. But you know what? Let's not speculate. Let's not give this mirror a story that's not it. Let's look and see what story it has to offer us. So the next words are not mine. They're the seller's. Relisted because somebody did not pay. Cracked in the back, dents to the bottom handle, gaps in the mirror, cursed. I had purchased this item from this very same site less than a year ago. It came to me detached. And oh wait, we have to come back to that. Sorry, I'm gonna just read the description and then we'll go back to whatever that was. The mirror itself was detached from the frame. The handle and the back base were broken, and there were these papers inside. And a letter inside where the woman sold this to me told me that her place almost burned down and there were other fires before her when the mirror was at its original location. I read the description with caution, but chose to buy it anyway. The total was $50 after tax and shipping. There's the crack in the back. I was very much wrong. Since purchasing it and putting it together, besides leaving some papers out, it felt heavier than a handheld mirror should. I have tried to cleanse it and nothing has worked, so maybe there's someone out here that can make this mirror better again. If you're wondering why I think it's haunted or cursed, I'll explain. Maybe a month or so after I got it, my back went out and I couldn't return to work for several months. All I did was get a pen from the floor. Then my dog got injured from something he had done normally, jumping when he's playing with his toys. You might think, oh, that doesn't sound so bad. Well, you would be wrong. But I feel sick when I'm around it, so I try to keep it at a distance. I'm pretty in touch with my gut feelings around items and places, and if I start to feel sick or my throat starts to feel like it's closing when I'm around an object, it pretty much always says something. I thought it would be interesting to purchase a cursed or haunted object, but I was wrong. I will need to do more research when I purchase going forward. I have attached the original photos from when I bought this in 2021 and the photos I took today. It will be wrapped and shipped with care, but I will not accept refunds as I want this item gone. For eBay's sake, I have to put that this is a joke item, but you be the judge. Ooh, I do like the fact that there was some copies of an old magazine inside with a Saratoga aspertif. I wonder if that's referencing Saratoga, New York, if this is maybe is a local item. Looking at it though, I have to say It does seem to be of the period. It really is that sort of. I think that this is a 1920s era mirror when like this sort of faux oriental style was really in vogue. There's also this post within the photos, and it's actually interesting enough that I do want to read it. This is being sold as novelty because I have to die to rules. Will come with a letter regarding the story of the mirror. Oh, this is the original post. Okay, got it. I am telling you that this mirror is up to no good. Something is tragically wrong, and I need you please to treat this mirror with respect. Do not buy this mirror if you're going to treat it as a joke. I don't want anyone to get hurt. I'm not liable for anything that happens to you after you buy it. Once it is in your possession or anything the mirror does to you or to someone to give it to. And please do not give this mirror to somebody unsuspecting, because that would be really unfair and terrible. Please beware, this isn't a joke. I am not a surplus seller of scary items and things. I am not somebody who makes 1 billion of those little haunted boxes and then sells them. This is real. Please do not keep this in your home. Please keep this outside in a fireproof container just to be safe. Haunted active spirit mirror causes anxiety and possibly fires. Beware. Shipped with USPS first class. Interesting item. I'm more interested in the paper firmer that's within it. It seems like it's pretty damaged. I have to say that it's interesting that the first poster was talking about how it caused fires, and the second one was like, and then my back went out, and then my dog hurt himself. I'm going to say that this item is not cursed. I'm going to go with that this is a fake cursed item. All right, well, we are done with that item, so I am just going to keep on spinning the wheel. If you have anything you'd like to add to the wheel for tonight's meeting of Lost Signal Society, just let me know. We'll consider it for sure. Just has to be something spooky from online. Okay, round and round she goes. Host's choice. Sorry, my microphone was off. Guys, this is great news. I spun. It was host choice. And lucky me, we have an antique silver vine ring that was used in occult rituals. Now, this item is from a group called the Infernal Circle. They are a group of Satan worshippers, and you know, theistic Satanists who take items and try to shove demons into them. Alright. So let's take a look here. Oh, maybe we can't get bigger than that? Oh, there's no enlarging. That is about as large as it gets. Really? Do you have a demonic ring to sell? Okay. Strap in, guys, because it's a doozy. The Infernal Circle. By the way, what I'm about to say is this is now the seller, what is posted on this seller's page, not an invention by myself or a commentary. I'm going to straight through read the description of this intentionally demonically possessed ring. The Infernal Circle is a world-renowned ministry leading to the global empowerment and faith of theistic Satanism. Our manuscripts, penned by acclaimed demonologist and ordained satanic minister Reverend Cain, have found their way to over 200,000 practitioners in more than 150 countries over the globe. We strive to uphold our ironclad reputations for transparency, superb quality, and passion, both for our religion and our fellow practitioners upon the left-hand path. There is nothing that we value more as an organization than the betterment of our faith and those who follow it. With every order, we strive to offer a high-quality experience for the collector, which hopefully will be you. These items come from our private collection here at the Infernal Circle. We believe this listing is for the sale of an antique .925 sterling silver ring, which should fit a U.S. size 875. We believe that the rings have been created around the early to mid 1940s. As well, we believe that the pattern of the ring is meant to depict divines. The ring has been used as a ritual offering in dozens of Goetia rituals. Since silver is one of the most commonly enjoyed ritual offerings for the Goetic demons, as well, this ring has served as a vessel for the rituals of imbuement, where we attempt to bless the ring with demonic energy in the presence of summoned spirits. More than any other spirit hailed, President Bauer, Duke Valifor, and King Vine were called upon for their consecration of this vessel. Spirits that govern over matters of strength, good health, and resilience. We believe that the worthy demonologist will enjoy a strong connection to the Goetia spirits with this talisman, and especially a strong connection to the thrones of President Bauer, Duke Valifor, and King Vine. No other items seen within the photograph are available for this sale. This listing is for the silver ring. About talismans. This ring is what's known on the left-hand path as a talisman. Okay, sorry buddy, no offense, but talismans have been around way longer than any left-hand path or any theistic Satanism, which, by the way, theistic Satanism is kind of fairly new. I know they're going to argue with me about that, but what do we want from me? This is a vessel that is believed to have been blessed, imbued, or consecrated within a natural energy, attribute, or spirit. Typically, these talismans are pieces of jewelry, rings, bracelets, brooches, etc., and the reason for this is simple. It allows the owner of the vessel to easily keep the bauble on their physical person at all times, allowing for a constant harmony between the vessel and the owner. At the Infernal Circle, I just feel like, why are Satanists so boring? This is a literal pitch for a weird product. We regard this ring and those like it as religious jewelry, items that have spiritual importance to us, and the collectors that might purchase this item. Please understand that these talismans, though their ethereality cannot be proven or guaranteed to potential buyers or the outside world, they hold tremendous religious importance for us. We regard them as sacred objects and a physical extension of our religious beliefs. And yet, they're selling it on eBay for $50. Let's take a look at some of the other stuff that the Infernal Circle has to offer. Shall we? Could it be Maybe Satan? Let's find out. All right. 8 items, huh? Let's see what the most expensive is. Okay, this is very funny. You could buy, each book is $200. I'm sorry. Antique Last Rites Crucifix. Let's see what demonic spirit they imbued it with, eh? For $1,000. Oh, okay. So, just to let you know, a small portion of these sales and all future sales are anonymously donated to various organizations that we personally find value in and believe in. For Ocean, Bat World, Sanctuary, and Wounded Warriors being the 3 most frequent our donations find their way to. This item comes from a private collection in Pennsylvania. The listing is for the sale of a large antique crucifix, more specifically what's known as a Last Rites crucifix. It contains holy water, 2 candles, and papers that include Latin scripture. It is not advised that you remove or open the Latin scriptures, since they are very delicate after a near century of exposure to the elements. The crucifix is approximately 12.5 inches long and 8 across. We believe the date of the creation was somewhere in the early 1930s. There are signs of heavy damage from nearly a century of both normal and occult use. Cracks, stains, chips, and even what appears to be burn marks. At the base of the crucifix. However, the crucifix seems very structurally sound despite all of this. As well, the effigy of Christ on the crucifix is somewhat loose, partially being held to place with the wax threads shown in the photograph. Through the testimony of the prior owner, our experiences, and our expert opinion, we have come to sincerely believe that this crucifix is a conduit, a powerful physical vessel that has one or more multiple spirits, usually human, but occasionally demonic, that are attached to it. Where the vessel goes, so too go the spirits that are bound to it, leading to potential spiritual activity. We believe that both demonic and human spirits are involved with this vessel. In relation to the crucifix, we have noticed the presence of an unnamed female human spirit, as well as a multitude of demons. We were able to pinpoint the origin of these demons to the thrones of both Duke Boone and Duke Murmur of the Goetia hierarchy. So the Goetia is like a book of different demons. Basically, the idea is that hell is so bureaucratic that there's all these dukes and kings and thrones and like dominions, and they're always vying for power. This crucifix was used in countless rituals prior to our acquisition of the vessel, and those rituals consisted of both demonic invocations and ceremonies similar to a more traditional seance. As well, our clergymen participated in both demonic invocations and seances with this crucifix as a focal point of the ritual space, as we attempted to learn the nature of the spirits attached to the vessel. We were unable to acquire the name of the female human spirit that we believe is attached to the crucifix. Call the priest. When the priest... So this is basically instructions about what to do when a family member is passing. That's kind of interesting. Our experiences with the object were extensive and varied from clergyman to clergyman. As well, our experiences differed from those of a prior owner. Some of the mutual experiences that we shared consisted of violations of our personal space, more specifically our bedrooms while we slept. We would routinely be woken up to disembodied, coarse laughter, the sound of heavy sprinting up stairways and towards our beds, bangs, scratches, clawing on the walls, and related unsettling experiences. As well, and most disturbing, were our experiences with extremely vivid nightmares from which at times we would be aggressively awoken from tugging or nudging our bodies as we slept. We were never physically harmed, and we do not believe any spirits involved with this vessel intend harm, but they have at times resorted to physical contact in order to make us pay attention to their presence. If it doesn't intend harm, is it even a demon? Activity has periods of going dormant for no discernible reason. It could last for days to weeks before suddenly returning. It took approximately 2.5 weeks for activity to pick up to a somewhat detectable and obvious degree, where we could no longer offer benefit of the doubt for finding other, less supernatural explanations for our experiences. Very interesting. Additionally, this item ships via UPS. Okay. I think it's time to spin the wheel again, don't you? I think it's time to spin the wheel around. Where will it end up landing? Will we have been lost and found? Ooh, spin it. All right. Round and round it goes. Where it stops. Demon doll. Ooh, Night of the Demons Angela custom scary Barbie. That's kind of fun. We wanna look at psychic paranormal. Alright, here we go. Wow. Alright, this looks like it's a real good one. I'm excited to explore this new haunted doll with you. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Tuesday night meeting of Lost Signal Society, where we look at haunted dolls and other metaphysical treasures on eBay. What an exciting time to be alive. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Strap in. It's a weird one. And I'm glad we're getting weird together. Haunted Doll. Cause Gaxin, beginner demon spirit. Discover revenge magic and your shadow self. Before I begin, I want you to know that this entity is completely safe. She's labeled for beginners because she's the perfect starting entity for someone who wants to experiment with demonic forces. If you want to experience revenge magic as well as discover your hidden shadow self, she's perfect for you. Today, I present to you the spirit of Kozagaxin. I've labeled her a beginner demon spirit because she is highly communicative and easy to work with. She will call forth black magic for your own use. If you fear working with demonic entities, but you're curious, she's perfect for you. Don't doubt your draw to work with black magic. If you feel drawn to Kozagaxin and black magic, you should follow that urge. Kozagaxin is perfect for those of you that we considered working with demons in the past but were worried about their actual presence in your life. Misconceptions about demons abound. I blame popular culture, with all the horror movies about demons harming people. Kozagaxin is completely safe. She will not harm you or any loved ones. Only her revenge magic will cause harm to your enemies. Experience magic of the darkest sort while being completely safe. I'm sorry, and I am sure that if anybody who's into this stuff is watching, they will agree with me. The point of this sort of magic, I imagine, is to not be completely safe. So, there you go. Demons are skilled in helping you embrace your shadow self. Our shadow selves are our true identities that we keep hidden away, and we do this for one of many reasons, like shame or modern taboos. Kozagaxin will show you that none of your desires are wrong. She will help you bring them to the surface. Look at the glint in her eye. She is ready. Bringing forth your shadow self is true black magic spiritual work. If you have a dark personality that you keep hidden from the rest of the world, here's a fun thing. I have a dark personality. I do not keep it hidden from the rest of the world. Kozagaxin will help you bring it out. She is very skilled in what she does, and she's ready to help you. Have you ever wanted to experiment with demonic forces? Well, here's your way in. Just reiterating, I am just reading the eBay listing, okay? Kozagaxin is a great demon for any person or family who has an interest in the paranormal. If you're drawn to Kozagaxin, don't ignore it. Something in your very spirit is calling you to work with demons, and Kozagaxin is the perfect place to begin. She's available for consultation at any time. She's very good with those who have small social circles. Don't ignore your desire to have a social companion. Your life will suffer for it. She's a great companion, and I will be sad to see her go. We've had hundreds of communication sessions. I know she will do the same for you. Imagine yourself communicating with a real black magic demon. She has manifested many different kinds of paranormal activity. She's an ancient spirit, so sometimes she'll speak in a language that you don't understand. It's a mixture of Sanskrit and Babylonian. She will speak English when necessary. She has moved objects, manifested dark orbs, and made physical contact with me before. Are you ready to feel true darkness? If you would like this vessel bound before arrival, please send your name and birthday to the message. Being bound with a spirit allows you to have a closer relationship with it and will increase their activity. This is something that I offer free of charge and highly recommend. Kozagaxin gets along great with other spirits, pets, and children. She will cause no harm. She is such a wonderful spirit and so great with others. Oops, sorry. Got lost there for a second. I'm a reputable seller and have been for years. All of my items are authentic. You will receive a tangible item and will be extremely satisfied with your purchase. During the binding, you may feel nauseous, have a headache, and experience dizziness. This will subside. This is long. For beginners, black magic, powerful. When I say the spirit is active, that means that the spirit does exhibit real paranormal activity that has been researched and witnessed by more than one person. I do not list non-active spirits unless they're requested because I want you to have a true paranormal experiences. You'll be receiving a beautiful porcelain doll, Kozak's Gaxin, around 10 to 12 inches tall. Her body is stuffed and her head, arms, neck, and legs are made of porcelain. She has bouncy blonde hair. And then it goes along and tells us a lot about the seller, as they often do. This is an especially good one. I am going to bookmark this doll because let's say new folder. Keeping that one because that's a really cool doll there we've got. All right. Let's see. Maybe we spin this wheel one more time and our tea is almost done. I feel like we can get away with one more. One more fabulous haunted doll from our collection. And let's give the old wheel a spin. Chat choice. All right. Throw it to the chat. Just kidding. I know that no one will ever be there. All right, let's do it one more time. Oh, shit. No thanks. Spin the wheel. All right. Spin it again. Come on. I guess we're doing another demon doll, actually, right? That's the name of the game. Gotta play by the rules. If you are watching and you wanted to give me a follow out of the kindness of your heart, that would be super cool. We're just trying to build this thing out a little more, and there's so many things that I can't do. Weird. This doll does not want to go away, huh? You know what? You know who would have something? I bet you that our dear friends the Satanists have another demon doll. Here we go. Antique occult doll. Oh no, we already did this. Oh, okay, wait a second. No, we didn't do this one. Alright, here we go. This is an antique occult doll. It is posted by a group of theistic Satanists who intentionally, quote-unquote, haunt things. They allege that this item came from Winchester, Massachusetts. It is a antique large composition doll. It's 24 inches long and weighs 3 pounds, and it's from between 1914 and 1918. It's got a lot of damage with some nails stuck in the head, and it seems structurally sound despite all of this. We have decided that this is a powerful vessel for several usually human spirits, but occasionally demonic spirits. Occasionally, a spiritually afflicted item will become this way due to the sentimental attachments held by the prior owner. They cherish the item in life, and then there's a bittersweet sentimentality that keeps them from parting with it in death, which in turns mean they don't. I love that this person is wearing black gloves while touching it. This doll was utilized in countless rituals prior to our acquisition of the vessel. The vegetables. No, prior to our acquisition of the vessel. And these rituals consisted of both demonological summonings and ceremonies similar to traditional seances. As well, our clergymen participated in both demonic summonings and seances with this doll as a focal point of the ritual space. We attempted to try to learn the nature of the spirit attached to the vessel. We believe her name to be Madeline, but also maybe Magdalene. Our experiences with Madeline are extensive and varied from clergyman to clergyman. All of the experiences shared between us with the sounds of a child crying in the dead of night between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. Additionally, we heard disembodied laughter, loud banging on the walls. Almost every occurrence of this happened while we were sleeping and occurred at bedside. Also, I wonder, maybe they're sleeping near these items, which is why all of them seem to be like bed related. Or they're just very lazy theistic Satanists and they're in bed all the time. I don't know. We regularly had important items misplaced and they were found in nonsensical places, like a wallet and a lampshade, keys in the refrigerator, etc. Activity goes dormant for no discernible reason. And we could no longer offer the benefit of the doubt by finding other, less supernatural explanations for our experiences. This item is shipped via UPS. Wow. What a weird day. And what a strange world. Well, thank you so much for bearing with me in the beginning. I just want to say, if anybody, I doubt that anybody here was here in the beginning, but I still figuring out some things. We've moved over to move the system over to Streamlabs, so it's exciting. To get to play with some of those things like the wheel, but also it means that I'm still figuring out certain other aspects of it as I learn OBS. So I know it's a tiny thing to do, but I'm gonna do my first raid right now. Okay, here we go.